big news has dropped today. Spencer Rattler just got benched for Tyler Shough. Tyler Shough is getting the keys to the car. He will be the starting quarterback for the Saints. We don't know how long, but we're going to try and guess as we're going to do another deep dive today. We're going to go over the good, the bad, the ugly, so you know whether or not you want to pick up this guy for your fantasy football team. We'll also talk about this whole team because it's going to impact more than just the quarterback position. Before we dig in, though, you need to click that subscribe button right now. Whenever news hits, we're going to do a deep dive impacting the players around that situation, whether it's a trade, a guy getting anointed to the starting job, or whatever. We're going to be here to help you out. We're going deeper than anybody else on the waiver wire, and then we're also going to help you set your lineups. All here, all free. Click that button. Stop missing out. Ric Flair's watching. You do not want to disappoint Ric Flair. But looking at this, per source, Adam Schefter. Who was the source, Adam? Who was the source? Was it Rapport? Did you not want to call his name? I think that's the funniest thing out of this whole scenario. Outside the Saints being the Saints, Rattler and Shough, both of them are funny. We were covering this quarterback battle, unfortunately, throughout the offseason, and it was a rough one. As Tyler Shough's finally getting the job, got some work last week against the Bucs. Spencer Rattler destroyed 2 game scripts for us for fantasy football. The Bears and the Bucs, both sides. He single-handedly destroyed 2 game scripts, killing, in those 2 games, probably about 20 to 30 fantasy assets. Really did, from Baker Mayfield to some other random players on the Bears. 4 interceptions in the last 2 games. Prior to that, only 1 on the year, but really not getting it done. This is a team with 1 win against the Giants, and that's it. This team is cooked. They're blowing it up. They're going to make some changes. Shough was a big-time recruit out of high school. One of the top quarterbacks in the 2018 class. Alabama was after him. Cal. Everybody wanted this kid. They wanted the arm. They wanted the mobility. We go to Oregon. We do a little bit. Then we go to Texas Tech. We do a little bit. We finish up at Louisville. That's where the draft stock starts to roll. Go look at the tape of what he did at Louisville because he made some big throws last year. That 1 game against Notre Dame, him bootlegging out. His tape is where you see the draft stock, not the numbers. The numbers are impacted. We'll get into that, but the numbers are impacted. We get a little bit on the ground, but not so much last year. But you'll see when you look at the tape. Dig up that tape. You'll see why he got drafted in the 2nd round. We have 300-plus passing yard performances with 3 different teams. That's one thing to say. Not a lot of them for being at college for almost a decade, though. Reason why, we were banged up. Banged up pretty good. Big-time injuries. This tells you a few things. We got hurt a few times, which is obvious. And we can come back. We can come back from the odds being set against us. We're a tough dude. We'll come back against all odds. We'll come back and get drafted into the 2nd round at 208 draft capital. 6'5", 219, 4'6", 40-yard dash. We got some mobility. The thing about his talent, people love the arm. People love his mobility in the pocket, being able to boot out, hit that man downfield with accuracy. He'll make some of the throws that a lot of quarterbacks can't. Also, the experience is lacking. Not consistent experience. Experience with a lot of teams, dealing through injuries, playing well with different teams, but limited experience. When I look at his tape, I did not see a 1st-round prospect. I did not have a 1st-round grade on him. When we got to training camp, it was a battle. It was rough. Spencer Rattler took his lunch. He would look good in some moments, and then some moments, the arm would hang loose. He'd throw it. He'd whiff big time. He is a very volatile quarterback prospect. He's very volatile. He has the tools, though. If he puts it together, it'd be a big-time quarterback. He has the tools. It's just not there yet. It's just not. It's not. Spencer Rattler, the gatekeeper there, is a very volatile quarterback prospect with some good tools that if he puts it together, could be a big-time quarterback. There's a lot of building to do. You're looking at the wide receivers here. 503 yards for Olave, 3 touchdowns. He's splashing every week with a 30% target share. That could be impacted. Another impact is Rashid Shaheed or Olave. Odds sound like per Shefty, one of those guys are getting traded. It could be Rashid due to the speed. He's on the final year of his deal per Shefty when he was talking about that. Don't know if he was correct or not, but just saw a little clip. He could be gone. Olave could be gone. They could be shaking this up. It could get worse for Shough, worse for the offense. We're looking at Vele as a deep stash in deeper leagues. Something to pay attention to. We're watching the trade market here for these wide receivers. One thing to say, since they're anointing Shough here to the starter role, is maybe they don't make that deal. Maybe they keep their veterans intact so he can develop, or maybe they don't care. Maybe they're trying to get that capital. Pay attention. Rashid Shaheed, deep ball dandy. Olave, good getting downfield as well. They're going to take that deal if it comes their way. You're looking at him, not really a deep ball passer. He was 45th among college quarterbacks last year in deep ball attempts. 60 throws of 20 yards or more. The deep ball matters because it means there's potential big plays. That's what we're looking at here. He'll push it around the line of scrimmage. He's got some mobility. That's something to watch when you see him out there on the field. When you're looking at the Saints, though, I don't care about neutral game script. They're never in neutral game script. They got to throw the ball. They got to push it downfield. Will he check it to Alvin Kamara? Probably. Going back to this is saying there's a good chance Alvin Kamara gets checkdowns. There's a good chance Alvin Kamara gets his work back. That's what we're looking at because they have to throw the football. They're not in game scripts where it's neutral. They're not. It's not going to be close games. He's got to push it downfield. There are no huddle 23% of the time. Alarming rate. Look at the other teams. These are the top teams in pass plays ran. Look at that. No huddle. They're in it 23% of the time. 61% of the time, they're passing it. They're throwing it. They want to run the ball a little bit, but they can't. They're behind. He might check it down more to Kamara. One of these wide receivers might be dealt. Kamara might be dealt. They're going to try and make some deals. They got one win on the season against the Giants, who's also right now starting a rookie quarterback. The one thing you can say is that he's going to be out there like a chicken with his head cut off, slinging deep balls, getting opportunities, throwing a lot. He could be getting you good garbage time production. He's got some rough matchups. He's got a few cool ones like Panthers, Dolphins coming up. The Panthers games, those are up and down. They're volatile. They can hold quarterbacks in check, but they can also let it loose to quarterbacks as well. That's going to be some fun matchups here. The other question is, can he keep this job? Could they go back to Rattler? They could. Because Shough is rough. He is a rough quarterback. But the thing about him, garbage points, super flex, that's why you want him. You don't need him. I don't think he's that great of a quarterback. I think he's got some good tools. He's got to put them together. If he can put them together and be consistent with them, over time, he can be a good quarterback. I think the odds are stacked against it, and it's going to be hard to do it on the fly in season, especially if you're dealing wide receivers and you're playing in these game scripts. We saw a little bit last week. Training camp was rough. Training camp was hella rough. He was off on a lot of throws. We covered that. Like, if I have to go back over that, let me know in the comments. I still got the videos. I have all that tape. I have the tape of the quarterback battle, the big battle between Spencer and Shough right here on the hard drive. Right here. I got almost all the passing attempts from training camp, minicamp, OTAs, rookie camp. I got it. He has a big arm. He can make big plays. He can be rough. If you patch it up, you could get something out of him. He could be rough, though. He could get pulled. But the opportunity here is garbage time. Like, you can have bad quarterback play and good fantasy points. He's not a must pick up, but he's a quarterback to watch. He's very ambiguous right now. That is your answer. But I think you understand what to do after everything I said. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. One, thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.